As long as the North still believe in Almajiri, it can never end. They know what they are doing. They cannot deceive us again. In the first place, who told you not to educate your people? Was it me? Nigeria had independence in 1960. All of us were here. You decided to choose whatever you want to choose. And now you want to blame us for your problem. Do you not have the capacity to give your people free education like Awolowo? The Igbos never had any free education. So, why are you not telling us that if you let them uneducated? I don't get it. You don't feel that you have this entitlement mentality. Is it our fault that this is not happening in your area? You people should go home and think. Yes, you created this problem. Don't run away from it.
Let me
ask you. Why are they spreading all over Nigeria? Why are they spreading?
Okay, let me ask you. Do you think there are no kidnappers and criminals in the southeast or the southwest?
Sir, listen. If what is going on in the southeast is the same thing that's going on in the north, in fact, it's like there will be peace in Nigeria.
All right. Thank you very much.
There will be peace in Nigeria.
To me.
Thank you very much.
But on your comment on education, I tend to agree with you that our leaders really has failed the nation because they have not concentrated on education. Everybody is after himself. I agree with you that one. I confess. I confess. But you see, what I will not agree with you is criminality is everywhere. Everywhere. In fact, we never heard of kidnapping and armed robbery. It came to us in the north from the south. It was creeping slowly, and it corrupted our people, and they are doing it now. So let us adjust.
The number of terrorists in the north today, if we should have them in the south, there will be no Nigeria. Is it true of us? We are trying here. We are trying here. We are
but
trying.
Do you know why? It's because the population of those underprivileged in the north is in millions.
Most of them are not Nigerians. You brought them here. Right, the people that are
no,
they are not.
That narrative. Look, nobody can tell you like me. Because I have had one-on-one chat with them. They are pure Nigerians. I wouldn't rule out elements of non-Nigerians among them, but they are Nigerian herdsmen. And one thing I want to make you understand is that, you see, the North, with this large population of really uneducated people, really is becoming a national. Governor Soludo of Anambra State, when he was the central bank governor, he came to Arewa House in Kaduna, and he said the poverty in the north, he fears that is going to constitute a security threat for the whole nation. He said this many years before even this started. So you see, we have to improve the economic situation and education and everything. Then this is the way to go about it. But if you see you want to do it violently, you want somebody to come and massacre people, that will not work. That will not work.
Our Muslim brothers should tolerate us and let them meet us halfway. Moses, we have tried. We have tried as a religious group. We have tried. All the things they have done to us in this country, we have never retaliated. Is that not how to show goodwill? Is that not to show tolerance? Why is it that every time all the problem will be coming from, and not only that, I'm not even seeing it as a problem. Rather, they will blame me and you over here for the problem they created. I mean, these are the issues here. If they should do that, even Trump will not look at us. All this noise about CPC will not come up. Let them try to tolerate the Christians for God's sake. That's what I'm saying. They should tolerate the Christians because we have tried. No other religious group can tolerate what we are going through here. And it's because of this intolerance that is causing problem. When you pamper these people and see them as the best thing that happened after Jesus Christ, then they will continue to do what they are doing. You have never seen it as a problem. These people that are occupying Benue and Plateau villages, where are they from? What religion do they profess? All the people that are marauding all over the north in the name of Iswa, Boko Haram, bandits, and whatever, are they Christians? Moses, are they Christians? So, who is behind all these things? Can't we tell the northern leader to come together? Take yourself inside the room and talk to yourself. These are your children. Even somebody told you that they are their boys. So when you have done all that, why are you coming out now to blame us?
Look, let me tell you, this Boko Haram, usually they're Kanuri people. So if you go into Maiduguri, how can you differentiate between normal Kanuri and normal Boko Haram?
Now
and you start killing you start rounding up boys. You see, when this
are they Boko Haram? The ones in Kaduna, are they Boko Haram? They're not.
No,
we have different terrorist organizations now moving
yes,
around.
The
now you want bread check. You're saying you want them to be annihilated. And in other bread, you're saying or calling for them to receive amnesty. So how do we now,
I don't know how I can make you understand. You see, you just have faith in us. We want this problem to stop, but not the way you are thinking about it.
The Boko Haram the girls the Chibok girls that were kidnapped up until today, we're yet to see most of them reunite with their parents. We also have the Dabachi girls and so many other persons. For example, I stay in the north. I love the north a lot. But at this point in time, so many things are happening.
Yes, you see, as you are grieved, we are grieved. It doesn't. In fact, we are even more concerned than you because they are staining this beautiful religion of Islam. Really, you see. And I've told you, when you go back, all of you, check the book of Islam, or even just chat GPT and say what did the Prophet say about the youth coming to kill people.
How much longer? I see this thing as gaslighting, because when Jonathan was in office, Jonathan had to bring in General Hejirika, who gave Boko Haram help. He was chasing them bumper to. In fact, it was Hejirika that identified Sambisa Forest, where he chased them into. Moses, what happened? Northern leader started writing petition against Jonathan, sending letter to ICC, to America, to everybody, that Jonathan want to do genocide. He want to retaliate what they did to them during the war. Is that not what happened here in Nigeria? For a people who wanted this thing to end, wouldn't you have encouraged Jonathan in what he was doing? Please, somebody should answer me.
Yes, I will.
Good, I'm coming. Please, I'm coming.
I will answer you.
Yes, I'm coming. Now, Jonathan had to withdraw in Hejirika, and the thing now escalated under Buhari. Again, listen, if these people meant well, why are they spreading from the whole north to now? They are coming to the south. Initially, they told us it was herdsmen. They were looking for grazing. Now the whole thing has spread all over Nigeria. Is there any state in Nigeria today that is not expressing this thing? So what's the meaning? They want us to believe in what they are doing, Abi. They want us to believe in terrorism so that we cannot live. Is that what they are telling me? No, tell me. So pampering these people is a no-no for me.
Okay.
They shouldn't spread this in all over Nigeria.
Let's have your response.
I think there is a miscommunication between North and the South. There's a missing gap. Hejirika, we are there, we are here. Hejirika, in fact, I had a lady from Maiduguri saying, it's over the news, that would prefer Boko Haram to what the army was doing in Maiduguri. They were killing innocent people. It was very merciless, killing innocent people. That's why the northern states was all united that this man must go. Because you see, you need to follow these things systematically, slowly, gently, just like treating a brain cancer. If you go in there with roughness, you will kill the patient. But you have to be very delicate, trying to extract the cancer from the normal cells gently and remove them. This is how these people have infiltrated the society. You can't come, even the bombs that was in United Nations, the one in 1st October Eagle, the one in Kaduna, the one in Jaji, the one in Kano, they are all done by a clandestine security, not by Boko Haram. Boko Haram don't have capacity for that.
Do you want these individuals, these clandestine security, as you call them, would you like to see them annihilated? Would you like to see them wiped out? Would you like to see those that are displacing Nigerians, those that are causing?
Let me tell you, it's there in our hadith. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, if I am alive I will annihilate them. This word you used, annihilate them, because they are the most evil people created by God.
So you would like to see them wiped out?
Yes. Trump is an extremist, just like this extremist you are fighting. In fact, they could even be behind them just because they want our resources. In fact, so many experts, intelligence said the West is behind Al-Qaeda, the West is behind ISIS, the West is behind all this, so that, you know, they give you a problem and suggest a solution. Then they are building the biggest consulate in Nigeria. Why? In Lagos. Because they want to come and establish the authority and power here. So you people should not allow them to use the name of Christianity. There are no any Christians. This man groping women and doing all those kind of things. This is convicted felony. You are thinking he's coming to protect. Christianity is a reverend religion. In Islam, let me tell you, read the Quran. The Quran is there. وَجَعَلْنَا فِي قُلُوبِ الَّذِينَ اتَّبَعُوهُ رَحْمَةً وَرَحْمَةً. Allah has told us in the Quran, the followers of Jesus, Allah has put compassion and mercy in their hearts. They are very loving people. This is Christianity, not this kind of nonsense cowboy accusing people, threatening all the world and one thing is an antichrist, you know, because in the name of Christ, and he's saying he's a peaceful man and he's a warmonger, you know, trying to cause problem all over. So I want Nigerian Christians to know they have no better friends than these Muslims we are neighbors with. Let me tell you how Americans can help us. They can give us drones, surveillance drones. They can also give us fighting
which of course drones. We have before 12 Tucano jets. They've gotten weapons.
Tucano jets are useless. They just use Buhari, and sorry to say, it's already a deceased person. They use an idiot to collect money, about $500 million from Nigeria, without even going through the Senate.
Well, the other weapons that Nigeria. Okay, so what weapon do you think Nigeria should go for now? Because
usually I think it's the drone technology. Drone technology for surveillance and for engagement will do very well for us. That Americans can do, and they can help us with it. The way they have been helping Israel to fight Gaza, they can do it, but they are not ready to do it. How can they tell me they want to come and start bombing Nigerians when they will be bombing innocent people and they will compound the problem. In fact, our problem is local, and we, the locals down, we know better how to deal with it than somebody outside coming to threaten. And more or less, you see, I'm not a really fan of government. Honestly, I've been critical of all government, but I think it's a slight on Tinubu's government. Honestly, I felt the man honestly we all need to gather around this man and help him to overcome this problem, honestly speaking, because he's doing his best, really.
Right, all right. I have a very simple message to Nigerian Muslims, especially Northern Muslims. But before that, I want to show you guys a couple posts. This is by Bashir Ahmed, former presidential aide, just after a Christian was killed for blasphemy. And this is what he says: I can't pretend or keep silent. I support the death penalty for blasphemy. That's my belief, and I do not and will never support blah, blah, blah. This is a very, very popular Muslim personality in Nigeria who used to work with the government. And then this is from a sheikh. Is it sheikh or sheikh, however it's pronounced? Sheikh Gumi. Don't vote for politicians who will attack and kill bandits. They are our warriors in forests. So this is another one from Sheikh Gumi. Allow bandits to guard our forest for peace to reign. And just to let you know, this Sheikh Gumi was banned entry to Saudi Arabia for his extremist Islamic views, but he's a free man in Nigeria. There are so many examples I can give, but Muslims are always very quick to say, but not all of us. But that's not what we believe in. But you guys don't say anything. A lot of Muslims are very quick to frown upon blasphemy, to even push that people should be killed for blaspheming their prophet, but they are not quick to advocate against the Islamic radicalist amongst them. Or you can argue, oh, but they are not part of us. What are you doing? You speak their language, you dine with lots of them, some of them are your family members. How are you challenging them? How many times have the moderate Muslims in Nigeria gone on the streets to protest against Boko Haram insurgency and to protest against the Islamic leaders who keep on fanning the flames of extremism and terrorism? How many times? Barely. But if it's about child marriage, blasphemy, and having 200 children in abject poverty and stark illiteracy, you guys are going to be in the forefront. But when it's about defending your faith, the thing you believe to be your faith against the people you believe that are radicalizing it, you say nothing. So you're basically more invested in telling us what Islam is not when Islamic radicalists kill people, but you're not that invested in campaigning against those Islamic radicalists. And that makes you complicit. Because evil thrives not just because of evil people, but because of quote unquote good people who keep quiet.
If a Muslim terrorist group like Boko Haram kills 1,000 people, and 900 of the 1,000 are Muslims, but only 100 are Christians, there is more attention. It will generate more controversy, it will generate more concern for 100 people that are Christians to be killed by a terror group that is Muslim in orientation than the 900 Muslims. You can't discard that as genocide because, well, they belong to the same faith. So at best, you can simply say conflict or killings. But when it involves somebody of another faith, because genocide itself means somebody is being killed because of their faith. And let me tell you this again today, for anybody that is listening. The Muslims that Boko Haram is killing are Muslims they do not consider to be Muslims. But the Christians they kill are people that they are killing because they are Christians. This is the difference. If Boko Haram knows you are a Muslim or believes you are a Muslim, they won't kill you. But they don't believe that some of us that are not with them in Sambisa Forest are Muslims. So they equate us along with Christians as infidels and non-believers. This is the reality that the government itself should know. And so when these concerns were raised, I said to some people in government to say, look, simply admit that this matter exists, but it is not supported by the state. Government, particularly the terrible government, couldn't have been complicit in the killing of Christians. It's not possible. But what America is trying to make us do, for me, with the tantrums from Trump, the angry tweet, is a shock therapy. So, Mr. President, change the template you inherited from your predecessor in the war against terror. Change that template quickly now and become a state. You know, the world is wondering, how are you not able to defeat these people? Because, again, in some of these conflict zones, particularly in Benue and Plateau, I always warned, when 100 people are killed in Benue, 50 people are killed, numbers, high numbers. Look at what happened in Yelwata recently. You don't treat such killings as a communal crisis. That is one area the government has dropped the ball. I don't know, the template before the government is such that the killings in Benue and Plateau are usually tied to communal crisis. And I've always said, no, it is not. So what I think this should do for the government is this. It is time now to change the template and apply the political will to deal decisively with people that are killing Nigerians across board. Trump will not invade Nigeria. Trump will not come to Nigeria to intervene. No, he will not. At best, he will sanction Nigeria. But he doesn't need to sanction for us as a government and as a people to come together to defeat terror. And there's this conspiracy of both sides, this fallacy of both sides that we keep trumpeting by government and some of the supporters in the intellectual world. No. There are no two sides in these killings. There is only one side. And what is that one side? Who is that one side? Unarmed Nigerians, defenseless Nigerians, innocent Nigerians, suffering Nigerians, both Christian and Muslim on one hand, that are the victims of killers across board. So for the Muslim community too, because I fear that this might, what I fear most is that this alarm raised by America might create sectarian crisis in Nigeria. That's what I fear the most, not an American invasion. I say this because already I'm seeing angry responses from the Muslim community, which is unwarranted. I've seen statements from Munich. I've seen statements from the Supreme Council for Sharia in Nigeria. I've seen statements from prominent scholars like Gumi. America did not say that Muslims and Christians are at war in Nigeria, and we are coming to fight the Muslims on behalf of the Christians. That was not what Trump said. Trump said there are jihadi, Islamist terrorists that are killing Christians in Nigeria, and the government is not able to stop it.
Good day to our viewers all over the world, and welcome back to Local Journal. It is high time northern leaders and their cleric come together to tone down this extremist ideology going on in the north. Because of course we know they cannot exonerate themselves, even as much as they are trying to do so. You can't tell me that these people you're breeding, or your children or your people in the north here, just got that ideology out of nowhere. Most times you speak in your dialect, you encourage them to go against other people practicing other religions. Does it make any sense? Have you ever seen any Christian coming out to challenge any Muslim about their faith? It is not good. It is not right. If people are clamoring for unity and you want one Nigeria, you don't want Trump to invade Nigeria because you feel like he's coming to support the Christian against the Muslims, and yet you don't want somebody to come and solve your problem. You see, they are coming under the pretext of coming to solve Nigeria's problem just to like loot our resources. Where is that resources? If we are talking about the top 10 countries in the world with huge amount of mineral resources, Nigeria is not even there. These countries you are accusing and alleging of stealing your mineral resources are even more richer than you when it comes to that. Of course, Nigeria is rich and blessed in terms of mineral resources, but who are the ones enjoying it? Just 3% of the elites who are in the ruling class. They are the ones enjoying it. Look at the oil in the middle belt. Are they not allocated to most of all these top ex-presidents and Nolan oligarchs and Fulani oligarchs in the north? They are the ones who are benefiting from this thing. Look at the gold in the north. Aren't they being controlled by their governors and ex-presidents or the ruling class? Those are the ones enjoying it. Are the masses enjoying anything from it? And as a result of this, it contributes, exacerbates insecurity. But rather, you having an external force that will come and wipe all those problems, in as much as they are going to take anything whatsoever they want to take, and we have peace, our peace is restored. Of course, we support that ideology. However, we know Nigeria is a sovereign country and we're supposed to solve our problem. But are we showing any sign of having that political will, or having that strength, or having that power, or having the wherewithal to solve our problems ourselves? This problem has been lingering for so many years. It's just beginning to gain international attention. But Nigerians are coming, especially northern Muslims, are coming out to debunk it, to say that it's all lies. Is this how you guys want us to continue as one Nigerians? You want us to continue one Nigeria in this form, and you want the country to be stagnated forever because of your selfish interest? I don't think this is the best form of Nigeria or one Nigeria. If this is what you want one Nigeria for, then I don't think one Nigeria is necessary. And this is why I talk about going back to regional government. And anytime they talk about regionalism, it's as if you are heaven wants to fall, because the North are not interested in anything like regional government because of their skepticism in developing their region. If that happens, you have the resources, you have what it has to take, you have all it takes to become a very strong region. But why are you afraid? Regional government is the thing that we need at the moment if we want to make any headway. If you think division is not possible, because at the moment the government are not interested in anything like division. Even the regional government people are proposing, they are afraid of talking about regional government. But we all know that that is what we need. That is what everyone needs for the best interest of everyone in this country. However, we can continue to live in denial until then, and when we realize that this is what we are supposed to do, then we'll begin to solve our problems. But at the moment, the northern leaders and their cleric need to tone down their extremist ideology. They are imposing, they are preaching to their kids, they are preaching to their people, because it's not helping Nigeria, it's not helping the nation, and it's causing, this is what is breeding this insecurity that we're having in this country, because of the ideology and because of what these people believe in. And anytime they have the opportunity, they come online to defend all these things that is happening in the north, calling it all sort of names and calling it farmer headers clash. That is not what it is. Let's call it what it is, and let's call a spade when we see one. Please, this is my opinion on this. Can you drop what you think about this in the comment section? And if today is your first time to visit our channel, please kindly like, share and subscribe to our channel.